we're here to talk to you all and share our progress on Jupyter AI v3. This is something we've been building for months and months now, and we're really excited to show it to the community today. So let's just dive straight into it. So in this talk, you will learn about the new features of Jupyter AI v3 that we have been developing. So specifically, we're talking about a new concept where chats are collaborative multiplayer documents. We'll also talk about AI personas and how you can use them as agents inside of JupyterLab. Piyush will be presenting the second segment of this talk, which will be going into the new architecture of Jupyter AI and how we have made it more modular and extensible than ever before, and the new open governance structure that we are abiding by. And lastly, Piyush will conclude with a vision of what's next for Jupyter AI. So first of all, what is Jupyter AI, right? Some of you all may have seen our talk 2 years ago at JupyterCon 2023 in Paris, but for those who haven't, Jupyter AI is a JupyterLab extension providing AI assistance to users in JupyterLab. I just realized I forgot to add a note in the slide, but you can install it using pip install Jupyter AI. Yeah, the package name is just Jupyter_AI. And so on the right here, I have a picture of the old Jupyter AI v2 user interface, and you can see that it's a really simple extension, right? It's essentially a language model, and there's a single chat, and we've developed and learned a lot from this milestone. We've learned that users want to have multiple chats, not just one chat that they can have. Users want to be able to chat with each other. Users want to be able to collaborate with multiple agents in each chat. And users also want to be able to add context very easily to drive the agentic frameworks and these agentic applications really provide the context that they need to answer questions intelligently. So, new features of Jupyter AI. The first one is that chats are now files. So they are simply created using the .chat file extension, and there's a little launcher card when you open JupyterLab that just says new chat. And once you click that, it creates a new chat. And this allows you to have multiple chats per JupyterLab workspace. These files can live anywhere. They're just like notebooks. They're just like text files. They can be anywhere. And chats are also now multiplayer. So within the chat, users can now message each other directly using the Jupyter Collaboration API. We are fully integrated with that, and that functionality is provided by the JupyterLab chat extension, which some of our friends at QuantStack have been working on. So thank you very much. A new feature we've added is you can also now attach files to messages. So you can simply just drag and drop files from the JupyterLab file tree on the left panel and just drag them straight into every chat. So you can also use the native file picker UI by clicking the attach button. And you can even just drag in a notebook cell directly into the chat and ask an AI agent to say, hey, tell me what's going on in this code cell. Why is this error happening? And what this really allows is it allows users to interact with AI agents much more intuitively. There's no more copying and pasting, no more opening a file. You just drag it in. So that's a huge improvement that we've made. Now, the real meat of this presentation is our new concept of AI personas. So we have created a framework where, unlike many other agent assistants that only let you interact with a single agent, we are seeing chats as these multiplayer, multi-agent playgrounds where there can be multiple agents. And these agents should have a name, they should have an avatar, they should even have personality encoded into them via the system prompt. They should have different capabilities. And we are bundling all of that under our definition of an AI persona. And an AI persona is just any human-like agent that is available inside of any chat. So when you type the @ symbol inside of a chat, all of the users and all of the AI personas pop up in that little pop-up right there. And to invoke an agent, it's a very intuitive experience. You just @mention them. So it's just exactly analogous to pinging a user on GitHub or Slack or Discord or whatever chat application you're thinking of, you can, that allows you to just invoke the agent. You just type at Jupyternaut, here's my question, and then you can send it. And these AI personas, they have a deeply integrated API within the chat model, and they can keep context of all the messages inside the chat. So they will remember the previous question and the question before that, et cetera. And you can also have an unlimited number of AI personas per chat. So in this screenshot right here, I have Jupyternaut, and I also have Claude Code, which we will be talking about. So here's a quick preview of Jupyternaut. So here I have asked a question to help load a CSV file and basically just format it into a pandas data frame. Pretty simple task. Most data scientists probably can do that. But the real benefit of Jupyternaut is that it can do it in 4 seconds with very minimal typing. So here you can see that Jupyternaut not only created a notebook, but it opened the notebook and filled into code cells to perform this. And we can also follow up with more complex questions. And this leverages the context management capabilities of AI personas to basically, so they can remember, they have context on previous questions, they can answer follow-up questions that are much shorter than the original. So here, this is just doing some basic sentiment analysis. This is the CSV file is a bunch of customer reviews. And here we have, it's adding a column and doing some sentiment analysis there. So let's recap, like what is Jupyternaut? Jupyternaut is intended as a lightweight, fast assistant, optimized for speed and rapid responses. It's capable of solving everyday notebook tasks. One of the key tenets that we had envisioned while building Jupyternaut is to make it really, really highly configurable. So we've switched over to a new underlying language model API called LiteLLM, and this has greatly expanded the number of foundation models and language models that are available. Right now, based on my last count, you can choose from over 1,000 different language models to power Jupyternaut. So Jupyternaut is not just a fixed agent. It is actually an agent that you can sort of take apart and you can modify. We've also solved a minor issue with previously in Jupyter AI v2, where you had to install a bunch of extra packages in order to use all of the different language models we supported. That problem has been mostly solved. And we've also introduced a brand new model parameters and API keys user interface over here. And everything is much more simple. All the secrets are stored in a .env file, and they are loaded just like environment variables. Another feature of Jupyter AI that we are really excited to share here is the concept of remote personas. These are personas that you can install remotely through your package manager. Just pip install a package. And right now, we're still developing the persona ecosystem we want to make available to the community. But one great example put together by some of the folks at Apple is this new GitHub repo called Jupyter AI Claude Code. And as you might guess from the name, this is a JupyterLab extension that brings Claude Code into JupyterLab. And the QR code is there in case you want to see it. And this repo was developed by the community. It was developed as a community effort, and it's free and open source, and the GitHub link is right there. One small note is this is not released on PyPI yet, but I have a few demo images that are using a local installation of this. So here, we can see, here I am asking Claude to write a notebook that shows the fundamental theories of complex analysis, which is a topic usually covered in graduate mathematics. And it is able to produce the UI. It's able to show all the tool calls and show and basically just write the notebook for us. And here I have a couple of demo images showcasing all of those features. And it's really quite intelligent. It's able to dive deep into the concepts there and follow the prompt and show some matplotlib graphs. So here it's showing that the function f of z equals z squared satisfies the Cauchy-Riemann equation, which, to be frank, I don't actually know that. So yeah, someone please fact check me on that. And what we're trying to show here in these slides is that Jupyter AI is more modular and extensible. Now you're not locked into just using Jupyternaut. You're not locked into just having one single chat be the area where you collaborate with an AI. You can create multiple chats now, and each chat can have multiple AI personas within them. And these personas you can develop your own, you can install your own, and it's a more diverse human-AI collaboration experience. Now, oh yeah, one last thing is to enable users to develop these locally, we have also implemented a framework where users can define their own personas very easily just by defining them as Python files inside of this directory. And when you run /refresh personas in a chat, it reloads from that directory and inserts them into your chat. So then you can add like a data science persona. You can develop a data science persona locally, run /refresh personas, and then you can just mention @data science persona, please help me with these tasks. And to discuss that, Piyush will be discussing the new architecture that we have been building to provide this. Thank you.
Thanks, David. And so support all the different features that we saw today. And to support all the features that you saw today, we split the Jupyter AI package into a set of sub-packages. And so we came up with a new org called Jupyter AI Contrib, which has a set of stable packages. And so we created that with a set of tenets. So most of these packages are production-ready building blocks, so you can basically take these and use this to create your own AI experiences. We also made sure that we create these components with the Jupyter user experience in mind, so that you can use it directly within your Jupyter AI extensions, and they clear the quality bar of the Jupyter experience. They also work well together. We have created them in a way so that you can take them and combine them in different ways so that you can create different AI assistants with that. And then as a part of that, Jupyter AI now has become a meta package, so it is a reference implementation of all these different packages, and I'll go into more detail on what different components are available in this. I've added a link to the Jupyter AI Contrib org, where you can go and see more information about which packages are available as stable, and there are some experimental packages in that also that the community is still working on. And so in our stable repositories, we have all these packages. For example, there's a light LLM package that provides the model abstraction layer, so you can use that directly to get the light LLM abstraction for models. Router is the main package that handles the routing of the messages. It also provides the observers that you can register to get changes in YDoc, changes in resets of YDocs, etc. And then Persona Manager is the main core manager that lets you register personas and then call different personas based on how the messages pass in. AI Tools is a package that provides notebook-ready tools that lets you do collaborative editing of cells and notebooks in a collaborative way. Jupyternaut is our default persona, so David bent over the Jupyternaut persona earlier. Server documents provides the server-side document handling, and it is an enhancement on top of the regular collaboration in Jupyter. So this is also a key package to help with collaboration in Jupyter AI. And then we have some experimental repositories which the community is still working on. Jupyter AI Cloud Code is one of them that David just showed. There are many more experimental repositories there which you can take a look at as well. And so what can you build with this? Let's talk about that. And so David talked a little bit about building personas. And so I've shown an example of how you can build a persona. So I've split this into two methods, but it basically is one class. And so you only have to implement these two methods to get a persona working. It's as simple as that. So you go with the defaults property, and then you implement the process message, which actually gets all the chat messages. And so once you implement these two, you have a fully functional persona that you can use within Jupyter AI or any other assistant. And so what else can you do with that? So you can also use these personas not just to use within Jupyter AI, but you can basically go beyond that and connect these different packages in different ways so that you don't have to use only the chat experience. For example, there's a package called JupyterLab Magic Wand, which takes these packages and creates a button inside the cell so that you get an assistant right in the cell. And I'll show a screenshot of that a little bit. And so this lets you pick and select and then integrate these different packages in a modular way so that you can create different AI experiences. And so you're not limited to only creating chat experiences. And so what we are envisioning with this, that we have come up with a new governance structure for Jupyter AI Contrib, which follows the existing Jupyter decision-making guide. And so we have long-term contributors who have been already contributing to Jupyter AI as the decision makers. And so they basically make decisions on if a new package has to be created. And so it is a consensus-based governance where we have votes to decide how to make a decision. And then it's an open source org, and so community can engage in all these discussions via GitHub discussions, issues, and PRs. We have weekly meetings for Jupyter AI that is open to community, and anyone who wants to join, they can. And so the long-term vision for us is that the community will start contributing different personas based on their domain expertise. And so we feel that with this open governance, we will have domain experts starting developing these personas and start contributing to the Jupyter AI Contrib org more and more. So you can imagine that statisticians and ML engineers can start building data science personas. Software architects will start developing code review personas, and academic researchers can start building research assistant personas. And so, like I said, that you can take these components and go beyond chatbots, and so personas could be used in a way so that they are not only functional within chatbots. You can have AI assistants which can suggest optimizations during long-running calls. They can work directly in Notebook. You can have AI assistants which can detect potential errors before they can occur in a notebook. You can have an assistant which is running in the background so that you don't have to invoke them from the chat, but they are basically observing your notebook and can act on cells when the user moves away from the cell or the user has paused typing. You can also use them to do scheduled jobs and analysis and reporting. And so here are some more examples of what the personas and AI assistants might look like. So for example, some of the things that you can do is like you can have a data quality persona which monitors the data integrity of the notebook, and it can automatically flags anomalies, and it can suggest strategies to clean up that data without interrupting your workflow. So all these can run in the background even without the user actually invoking them through the chat interface. And so what are the key takeaways from the things that we have seen in Jupyter AI? So Jupyter AI right now is not just a single extension, but we have provided a modular ecosystem of ready-to-use components that you can compose and create new AI experiences. We have made Jupyter AI collaboratives so that you can use it not just as single document chats that you can do with AI, but you can collaborate it with other users and other agents as well. AI personas will let you create specialized domain-specific agents. And like I said, that Jupyter AI contrib packages, we have created in a way so that they are production-ready components, and they do clear the quality bar of the Jupyter user experience. We have open governance, which will ensure community-driven development so that other community members can also develop within this infrastructure. If you are interested in knowing more, I have added a link to the Jupyter AI contrib here. You can also meet us later on after this presentation. We'll be also at the AWS booth later on, and you can come and talk to us about this. I also wanted to give credit to our contributors. So this does not contain all the contributors. We could not add all of them here, but you can see the amount of people who have contributed to these packages, and so we wanted to thank them. Thank you so much.